Hey,
Hi, how are you? Himanshu, am I saying it right?
can you hear
Yes,
me?
I can hear you perfectly clear.
Perfect. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good, I'm good. I'm getting the hang of the live. I think I've got it. I had a filter on my face.
Yes.
I want people to
Yeah,
see
I
me, no
was saying.
filter, so
Yeah,
I
and
had to.
when I had my first live years back, so I had the same incident. I didn't know from where the filter came.
I was like, right, right. Team no
Yeah,
filter. We don't need a filter.
yeah, we both are natural beauties.
Exactly. And you have glowing skin, by the way. I need to top up on your skin routine because you don't have a lick of makeup on and you look really radiant. So I need
Thank you
to.
so much. Actually, I do follow a skincare routine.
Okay, it shows. It shows, sir. It shows.
Yeah, thank you so much. So first of all, again, thank you so much for joining this live and accepting the invitation for the live. We're honored to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and this I think fifth live for Mr. International with Mr. International Queens, and as of now, it's going fantastic. And I have to say this thing that this year's batch of Mr. International is very competitive, and the queens are more than ready.
Oh, I know. It really feels quite exciting because I know that
Yes.
everybody is such a like a strong candidate. I'm seeing some very, very strong candidates this year, so I'm really excited to be part of the bunch. No doubt about it.
And you are one of them, and you are one of them.
Yes, yes. I mean, I don't take any opportunity for granted. I feel like, everyone has their strengths and it just has to be the right strength for the pageant in
Exactly.
question. So no pageant is the same, and I'm curious to see how this one plays out for sure. For sure.
Exactly. Exactly. So I think without wasting any time, we should start the live. And I think the first thing that comes to my mind asking you is that how are you and how's the preparation going for Mr. International? I know it's a very big opportunity for all of you, to represent your country internationally and to put on the shares of your country across your chest and to be called as Mr. International Curacao. I mean, it's amazing.
It just brings a smile to hear you say it, to be honest. I
Yeah,
think it's always an honor to be an ambassador for a country. I think it's
yeah,
it's quite a title to carry. And I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I hope your Palm Sunday is going great as well.
exactly.
In
Yeah,
terms of the preparations, I feel like the team is everything. I feel like the team is so important to the preparations itself. So I'm very grateful and thankful just to have a team who individually they're brilliant in what they do, and to just soak it all up in such a small time has been quite an experience. It's really nice to see everybody come together, and I open myself to constructive criticism so that I can soak up the most and just go full force and give it my all. I feel right now we are buzzing around to make sure we meet deadlines.
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
making sure that I'm making sure my diet is right, my workout routine is right, my public speaking skills is on point. Shout out to Angelo Davilar. He's been the best national director anyone could ever ask for. And he sits me down and makes sure that I communicate all that it is that I want to say in a very concise and organized way so that people can understand where I come from when I speak. I find that very important.
Exactly. And I have to say this thing that your speaking skills are fantastic.
Thank you.
I mean, I always look up to those people who are fantastic speakers. And, I think the best part of being a good speaker is that you have to be relevant and you have to be connected to the people or the audience you are talking to. And I think you have all the qualities.
Thank
So kudos to you.
Yeah, I feel, even as an ambassador or even as a title holder, to be a voice of reason is such a powerful tool that people underestimate. And
Exactly.
as you said, I couldn't have said it better myself, to connect. I feel that's one thing that in the last 7 years I've really worked on, not intentionally, I think subconsciously, my ability to connect to people and just really be present is so much
Yeah.
stronger. And I feel like that's really, really important with anything you do. It doesn't matter the industry. Yeah.
Exactly, because I do feel because I used to have stammering problems in the initial days when I
You
was
used
in
to
school.
have what
So from there
problems?
on, I used to have stammering problems. I was not able to complete sentence in a flow when I was in school.
Wow. I wouldn't
So
think that at all.
yeah, I mean like because I also aim to represent India internationally in pageants. So I worked hard on my speaking skills when I was in 10th grade. And from there on, I'm just learning and learning. And one thing that I would really want to say that having an interaction with you all, like all the queens and kings into pageants, it is really helping me to improve my communication skills because you all are so fantastic speakers. I mean, exceptional speakers.
I
So I
love
can
it. You
learn, and
don't
I'm
have
learning.
communication skills at all, sir. I'm actually quite surprised to hear it, but you're right. I mean, practice makes perfect. And I feel when you
Exactly.
just let go of any concern and you're just yourself, that's when things flow most naturally. You know, don't care about what you look
Yes.
like, how you sound. I know personally as well, I've been to Toastmasters a couple times. Shout out to Genesis Online. They give an impeccable Toastmaster speaking coaching. And
Yeah.
they have this counter. So every time you say they write it down. And like, Chanelle, you have 15 ums. And I'm just like, say what now? So it's okay to make mistakes. And
Yeah.
that's how you build. That's how you grow stronger. So I wouldn't even think you had speaking issues before. I would have never guessed. So
I think it's all just because of you because I have been following pageants since 2016 and 2015.
yeah.
And it's almost about to be a decade I'm following pageants. So I think I'm just learning from you all that how to showcase ourselves in terms of speaking, our words, our actions.
Right.
So thank you to all of you. Like, I mean, you all are so inspirational to all pageant pages and pageant fans out there.
You're gonna make me blush.
Yeah. So without wasting any time, I think we should go for the next question, and that is, I think it's a pageant patty question, and you must have heard this question so many times in other pageants. So the question is, for you, what is the essence of being a woman?
I believe the essence of being a woman is wow, there are so many avenues that I could touch base on. One of them is embodying our femininity. I feel
Yeah,
like it's so important to recognize our worth in this world and understanding and what we bring forward. Nothing would exist without us. And in knowing that,
yeah,
we learn to
I
value
agree.
ourselves and carry ourselves with that level of dignity and respect. It's priceless to be a woman. I'm absolutely, I feel blessed to have come on this earth being a woman because there's nothing, there's like, it's priceless to be basically the embodiment of nurturing compassion. I always say from us, like it's fruitful. And you can pour a seed
Yeah,
and we can create crops. You can give a meal, our food, we can create meals. You can give us a
yeah,
house, we create homes. I just can't imagine a world without women. It makes no sense to me. I feel like we're the birth of
yeah,
creation. It starts with us. So no, I have so much respect for women as well. My mom too. Like shout out to my mom. I know she's in here. There's nothing to compare, you know, to a mom's love and unconditional love. I feel we are definitely the source of
exactly,
unconditional love as well. Priceless,
exactly,
priceless. Yeah.
exactly. And I totally agree with your answer because though I'm a man, but I do feel that women are the strongest creature on this planet. I'm saying this thing
Stick to a
because I'm
man
very
bun.
close to my I'm saying this thing because I'm very close to my mom and my sisters, and they are very, very, very strong individuals. And I learned from them so much. So, I mean, like, you guys are the strongest creature on planet, and the biggest thing is that you can give birth to a new life. And I think that's the biggest essence of being a woman. I mean, it's something that, you can just take out a life from you, a new life.
Great.
So that's something very, very, very great.
Amen. Amen to that.
Yeah, exactly. And I have to say this thing, if this was the question on the finals of Miss Supranational, you could have won the title because
Say that
I
again.
did not. Sorry.
Could you please repeat that? I didn't really hear you very well.
Yeah. So I was just saying this thing that if this was the question at the finals of Miss Supranational, that for you, what is the essence of being a woman? And you could have won the Miss Supranational crown.
All right. Oh, wow, sir. Thank you for that. No, that means a lot. I didn't know that's what you meant. I'm like,
Yeah,
did I hear that correctly? Well, I really hope that that answer came through the way I felt it because it's like how does
it
one
was
even start
fantastic.
describing the essence of a woman? There's so many things to
Yeah.
touch base on, but I would be honored. I wish I wish that was the final question.
And we never know. We never know because that's a very popular question in
Right.
pageantry.
That's true. That is popular. You're right about that.
Yeah, exactly. So, as Mr. International is in July, so I think we still have so many months, but I think within the blink of eye, you never know that when July will be approaching.
Correct.
So,
You
as you
get it there.
exactly, Exactly, because I had the honor to be present at Miss World this year, like watching Miss World live in Mumbai, India. So when I was interviewing Miss World Queens months back, so I was saying to them, that we still have months for the Miss World, we still have months for Miss World. But within blink of eye, I did not realize this thing that when the Miss World final has already scheduled and it's over now. I mean, like you never know.
I feel that goes by so quickly, so quickly. It's
Yeah,
literally, as you said, in the blink of an
exactly.
eye. That's why I'm so happy that I'm very present now, that I'm just grounded in each experience so that I can truly soak it up because it's literally once in a lifetime kind of experience. I'm very excited to
Exactly.
see what Miss Supranational is all about. And yeah, just make the most of it. I'm pretty sure it was really fun for you to be like up close and personal with the misses and have a chit chat with them. How was that for you?
It was fantastic, and I interviewed approx 15 Miss World queens
Okay.
before Miss World, and yeah, and I had the honor to meet Miss World queens in person before the Miss World finale in Mumbai.
Oh,
So because they were in New Delhi before Mumbai, so I met Miss World Finland, I met Miss World
oh,
Thailand at the airport, and Miss World Canada also. So it was the best month of my life because my
ah,
birthday was also in February, 18 February. So on 18 February, I met Miss World Thailand at the airport. So it was like a dream come true.
oh no, I can imagine. I can imagine.
Yeah. And when I went to Mumbai for Miss World Finals, because we had the tickets, VIP tickets, so I met literally all the queens. I also met Julia Morley, who is the CEO of Miss World. So it was the best
Two
experience.
special passes. You got to see everybody. That's awesome. And
Yeah.
are you gonna come to Mr. International? Tell me you're gonna be there. I'd love to meet you in person.
Exactly. I have just got my passport. I'm just hoping that the tickets are gonna be earlier so I can book my flights to Poland.
Yes, please do. I'm gonna be expecting you for sure.
I'm just trying my best. So let's hope that I will be there to cheer for you all. The loudest, like Curacao, Curacao, Curacao.
Yes. I know you could be standing next to my mom. I know she's gonna be screaming very loud. So
Exactly. And we never know that. I mean, it would be my honor to cheer for you all and to be there in Poland, supporting you all for Miss International.
definitely, definitely.
Exactly. So I was saying that because you are having so many rounds for Miss International, you have the evening gown, swimsuit, national costume. So have you selected and shortlisted the gowns and swimsuit or maybe the national costume for Supranational?
Definitely. We already have our idea under the works for the national costume without disclosing too much
Yeah,
information. You already know secret operation point 5.6. Listen, it's like, but without disclosing too much information, I love that this national costume is something that people probably don't expect. I've never seen it before.
exactly.
I've never, and that's what we love. The thing is about Curacao. Curacao is such a sparkling jewel of the Caribbean. And there are so many different aspects of our island that people have yet to discover. There's always something to figure out, find
Exactly.
out. And I'm definitely excited to be showcasing it. Again, I'm not telling you anything other than it'll be
I
unique.
totally understand.
Yes, and the evening gown. Oh man, I'm so excited about the evening gown. We also, as a team, agreed upon the design, and we have a
Yeah,
few options to go from. Again, not telling you anything, but it is also
yeah,
anything, nothing like I've ever worn before. And I like that. I like that a gown can basically have a woman shine even more than she already does. I
yeah,
wanted to accentuate and represent me and the growth that I've had since the other pageant that I've done 7 years ago.
exactly.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to have the best team. I couldn't have asked for a better team. I couldn't ask for better designers. I couldn't have asked for a better set of people who love what they do. Shout out to Brittany. I see you in the comments. I
Yeah.
love her.
I
So
mean,
yeah.
as you were saying about preparations and the rounds and the costume that you will be having at internationals, so I'm just memorizing my future if ever I participate into pageants. That
Yes.
I will be in the same stage of doing preparations and arranging wardrobes, selecting wardrobes, and having national costume and kind of things.
Yes. And I think you know, it's fun. It's a form of self-expression. So
Yeah,
you want the outfit
yeah.
to embody your personality as well. Otherwise, you'll feel like a fish out of water if you're wearing something that doesn't really feel like you. I feel it's important to make sure those two always click, you know. So, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a saying in pageantry that, before stepping on the stage, you should and you must rehearse in your gown.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You
I mean,
don't want any
I,
surprises. I leave nothing to chance. I don't want no slip-ups,
yeah,
none. Just take your time,
exactly,
walk with grace,
exactly,
feel the moment, feel every step you take. You should be just fine. Just fine.
exactly. So that you can have that edit because we pageant pages will make edit if you win that the rehearsal video of your practicing in gown and then finally as your the new winner of Miss Supranational in your gown. I mean before and after version of your gown with your crown.
Oh, so you're gonna do like a side by side?
Yeah, I mean, like, for example, if you win Miss Supranational this year,
Right.
so I hope that you will be having a rehearsal video of yours in your evening gown before the Miss Supranational so that we can make an edit. I mean, like, before rehearsals and then post crowning with your crown in this side, then we can adjust both the
I will
sides.
make a promise. I will make sure that I have that for you on file, sir, and that you can keep
Surely,
that just in case. That's a brilliant idea. I never
just
thought
in
of that.
case.
But it's nice. Like it's part of the road to the final night, right? Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like, exactly, exactly. And we never know that what life has to offer. I mean, I never knew this thing, and never thought about this thing that I will be having the chance to talk to all of you on Instagram. I mean, like, instead of scrolling reels, I'm just chatting to you all. So I feel like I'm doing something different as compared to others. I mean, like, I'm just not having and seeing reels. I'm just talking to inspirational people all around the world. So that's something very
I
fortunate to
find
me.
that a delight, and I hope more pages do the same because it is a moment where we can connect and we can share and express ourselves. And
Exactly.
I think this is my first real live with a page on Instagram. So I'm glad that I had the privilege of doing it with you first thing. Definitely.
It's our pleasure as well. Yeah. So we have next question for you, and that's something I think favorite questions for most of the supranational queens I have interviewed as of now. And the question is, if you could have one superpower, so what would it be and why?
Oh, I love this question. If I had a superpower, I would touch the hearts of every person on this planet to tap in their empathic and humanitarian side so that they too can touch hearts and that become like a worldwide infectious empathy heart
Yeah.
smoothing powers unite effect. If that makes sense. When I think about it, it's like, can you imagine a planet where everybody's empathetic? Can you imagine a planet where everybody just wants to exude love and light and kindness and just consideration and understanding and respect? What world would that be? If I had a superpower, I would do exactly that. I would do that. I would obliterate evil. I would obliterate selfishness, greed. I would obliterate all. I rebuke. I rebuke it all. I would love to have a superpower where that is what I could accomplish in this world. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I wouldn't have to think twice. I don't want a light to be infectious. So this planet can just get to a higher vibration and everybody just live in faith and peace. Oh man. If I had that magic wand, I would do it today. For sure.
And I have to say this thing. I have to say this thing. As soon as we will post this live on our page, I will be making a separate reel for this answer of yours, and I will post it because it's a fantastic answer.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, I wouldn't do it any other way. I wish God's light could just spread worldwide in just a blink of an eye. This world would be a better place and we
Yeah.
need it now more than ever. More than ever.
Exactly, exactly. And I have to say this thing that if you keep on, yeah, we have so many comments for you. And you can see with the reactions of people, I mean, the emojis that they are sending, that you can see that they just sending 100%, I mean, after your answer. So it's fantastic to know. And I was saying this thing that, this answer is so unique. And if you keep on answering like this, the Q&A part, I can surely see you in top five. I mean, there is no doubt in it. I can surely see you in top
Don't get
five.
me all excited and stuff. Listen, I take nothing for granted. I take nothing for granted.
Yeah,
Okay, my mom always says you have to work hard for what you want. You have to also be aligned with that. If that is the case, then I would be the happiest girl alive. But again, I take nothing to chance. I want to do my best and, say that I've given my all and not go away thinking, oh, I wish I could have done this differently. No, this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'm going to give it my all
Yeah.
as it's required.
It is required, and I think so. I mean, like, if though I don't make hot picks because for me, I think every queen is equal. But if I have to somehow say my personal preferences as of now, so I will surely add you in top five. And I think before we had a live and before we contacted you for live on Instagram DM, so my team was just discussing that, okay, whom should we message for the live? So I think the major names that came out was also including you,
Oh.
Miss Supranational Curacao.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I wish you guys could go live with everyone.
I
I
mean,
think
like, we hope just.
yeah. I don't know what
Yeah.
your schedule's looking like, but I think you should go live with everyone. I think you should go live with all candidates. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just trying, and because India's IST is quite different as compared to others, the time zone difference is half an hour, like four and a
Yeah,
half, 5.5, and for South American countries, more than 11 and a half hours. So, I mean, like, we have to schedule us for the time.
of course. Of course. That is definitely worth considering. What time is it over there exactly?
Uh, right now, it's 8:54 p.m. in India.
Wow. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, so yeah, we have one more question for you, and that is because we received so many questions for you, I have to say this thing. So I'm just shortlisting a few questions, not all, because that would make this live 2 hours long.
Right, right. And I'm a chatterbox. I love chit chatting, so keep it coming.
Yeah. So the next question is that what are you bringing to the table that your country is winning Miss International this year?
Ooh, that is a great question. I feel like Curacao as an island on its own, there's definitely okay. So you know what I always say personally, when I think of Curacao, it's like yes, we live where you vacation, but I feel that Curacao captures the hearts of people in a way where once you come, you never want to leave. And
Yeah.
as a contestant, I want to have that infectious vibe on everyone that I meet. So I feel that uniqueness, that one of a kind, that level of authenticity, I feel if I vibrate that and just emanate that constantly, um, it's enough. Like I want to teach people that you are enough. You've always been enough as long as you tap into that light and
Yeah.
just, embrace that. Curacao is an island that can be overlooked. We're so tiny on the map, but we have so much to offer. And that is exactly what I want to emanate when I walk in every room, when I grace that stage, when I do my best. I want to basically embody that of Curacao as well, that uniqueness, that capturing the heart of
Yeah.
anyone that sets foot there. So yeah, that's what I want to do for sure.
Amazing answer. And as soon as we completed, we received one comment, and that is she's amazing and always kind and authentic.
Oh,
Of
thank you.
course.
Thank
Yeah.
you
And I
so
think
much.
I would definitely love to visit Curacao. And I think I would visit when you will be having your homecoming as the next Miss International.
Sir, you're gonna get me again too excited. But listen, you said it, you come and you're not leaving. Okay? People come here on vacation, they stick around. They come for their internship, they live here, they never leave. They just never leave. So
I wish
you
I could
better be
have two.
prepared.
Yeah, I wish I could have dual citizenship if India allows me.
Oh yes, yes, I'm sure. Listen, we are a melting pot. Okay, we have so many different nationalities. I believe we have like at least 160.
Yeah.
Or no, 65. I think it's 65.
Yeah, I was.
160,000 locals. I mean, not locals. The population is 160,000, but I believe nationalities is in 65 plus. So for a tiny island, that's
Yeah.
a lot. That's a lot. We're a melting pot. Hi, Angelo. My national
Yeah.
director is in the chat too.
It's, yeah, I could see the comment that she is proud of saying no. Her nationality is proud of her. Of course, your national director must be proud of you.
Yay. And I'm proud of him.
Yeah. So we have one more question for you, and I think it's a question based on experience. So before you will answer this question, I will share my experience so that you can have a reference that how to answer this question. So the question is, do you have any kind of hobbies? And if yes, so did you have any kind of laughable experience while performing that hobby? For example, I love cooking. I can cook very well. So when
And
I
I can
cook
eat
for the
very
very first
well.
time,
So we make a great team. You cook very well, I
yeah,
eat very well. I leave no crumbs. So
exactly,
when are
exactly.
you inviting me over?
I mean, like, if you ever visit India for as the new Miss Supranational, you have to visit my home.
You know how they
Also,
say
me,
they
like
say the
wherever
way
you
to a
will be,
man's heart is through their stomach.
yeah. I
A
mean,
way
like
to my heart is
wherever.
through my stomach.
I think everyone's heart is through their stomach. So, because I can cook well, but I am a big
Oh,
foodie.
oh, really? Yes. Yeah. I mean, they're two one and the same. You'd have to
I mean,
be.
like we are on the same pedestal. So when I cooked food for the very first time, it got burnt completely.
Ooh,
So no one ate it.
I have a battle scar to prove that. I too got burnt. I was making
Yeah, and I added excessive amount of salt. I had to add 2 spoons of salt, and I think I added more than eight.
oh, oh no. And
So
how do you correct that, sir? What's your secret? How can you correct a dish that is way too salty? What would you do?
because I was cooking pulses in like that we say dal in our language, Hindi. So it was too salty. So I added lots of curd in it. So the amount of saltiness get eliminated once we add curd in something liquid. So I added, I think, half liter of curd, and then it was perfect to eat.
Oh, oh my gosh, to save a salty dish? See,
Yeah,
that's where the skill set comes in because you saved it. You saved it.
yeah. And I learned it from my mom, so I mean, it's genetic.
Wow. No, I would when I think about hobbies, I have a lot of interests. I love painting. I love hanging out with animals. I feel like I need to get a fix if because the thing is where I'm living right now, they don't allow pets. So I will just casually walk in a pet store and act like I'm going to get an animal just so I could pet it,
Yeah,
just so I could get my fix. That's literally me. And aside from that, I also love acting. I love storytelling. So I'm an actress and I've been acting since 2018. I've been going to different classes and I actually have a
yeah.
project coming up, so that's worth mentioning. I will be flying out in a few weeks to be part of a film. So I'm excited.
You
Hi
should
from the
be
Philippines.
because
Oh.
see, you can, like, I mean, you can see this thing that people are really rooting for you all over the world. I mean, I'm from India rooting for you.
Ooh.
I think the person is from Philippines rooting for you.
I want to say something in Filipino. Kinagagala ko po kayong makilala, which means it's very nice to meet you.
Can you
I
speak
never
Filipino
forgot that. I
language?
never forgot how to say that.
Can you speak the Filipino language?
I speak
I mean, like,
a
have
little.
you
I
learned
can
it?
say certain phrases. I really took my time
All
to
right.
learn a few phrases, and that one stuck with me. Kinagagala ko po kayong makilala is like saying hi, how are you? It's nice to meet you. And I say that everywhere I go now. If I meet somebody from Filipino, I'm like, oh, and I say that, and they're just looking at me like, what did you just say? And yeah, it's stuck. It's stuck with
I
me.
mean, that's great. That's great because I also like I'm very much interested in learning languages. So of course I speak Hindi. That's our the majority language in India. Of course I can speak English, and I learned Spanish a little bit. I can't say properly, but I learned few phrases as you said in Filipino. So if I have to say that in Spanish my name, so I will say Hola amigo, mi nombre es Himanshu, ¿tú cómo
Oh,
estás? So I learned it from online platform.
yes. I think it's so
Yeah,
great if you can speak more than one language because your
exactly.
pronunciations get expanded. And people from Curacao, we can speak three, four, some up to five languages, but at least three. Papiamento, Dutch,
Yeah.
English, right? And then a lot of them speak Spanish as well, very fluent actually. And what that does is it expands your pronunciation. So when you learn a new language, you can pronounce things very easily. And I think that's
Exactly.
quite an asset for anyone from Curacao to have. Anywhere they go, they pick up on things very easily. And sometimes they
Exactly.
underestimate our ability to understand because, somebody could speak a language, but it might look like our local language. It might sound a little bit like Portuguese, and we're like, we understood what you said, though. We understood what you said. They wouldn't expect it, but very diverse. We're very, very great speakers and communicators. So, mhm.
Able to you?
You unfroze. You froze for a little bit. You look cute though. You look nice. So you froze in a nice way. I didn't hear what you said.
Thank you so much. I think my team must have taken the screenshots. I mean, they will be sending me after this live.
Listen. I hope I look good in those screenshots. Okay. I hope I look good in those. Ah, the reception. The reception.
Audible.
Patience, patience, patience. What is that? That Stormy and Kylie thing? Patience, patience. Yes, it's back.
I think I must be having network issues. Yeah. So I was saying that if ever I freeze and not audible to you, you can say me instantly.
Okay, well you froze back. You're back on again. Is there something you asked in between that I didn't catch?
No, I was just saying that my team was must be taking screenshots of my me getting freeze during the live, so they will be sending me it after the
Yeah,
live.
and I was saying I hope I look cute in those screenshots because screenshots
Yeah,
is
I mean, like
crazy.
though of
Those group
course
chats, you already know.
that's very obvious obvious thing. Yeah. So I was saying to you that of course we have months for Supranational. So are you already in touch with the Supranational queens who have been crowned as of now?
Yes, they put us all in this group chat, so that's fun. I know there was
Yeah.
a group chat from even previous pageants that I've done that we never really got out of. So I'm very glad that I now have a new group chat with amazing women to talk to and get to know. So we have a few assignments coming up. I encourage everybody to go and peep the Miss Supranational Instagram page so that you can stay up to
Yeah.
date with the little videos that we're creating. We have a lot of fun tasks coming up, so it's going to be funny. You get to see our personalities. So I really encourage everybody to stay hovering
Yeah.
around the Miss Supranational Instagram page. So we have our assignments coming up, and they're due soon.
Yeah.
Mine included. Mine included. So it's fun.
And we are excited for Supranational very much. So of course we will be, rating Miss Supranational Instagram page. Like every post we have, we'll be checking twice and more than that time because we love Supranational season very much.
Yes, I love their Instagram. I find their content very exciting to look at.
Yeah.
You know, it's different. It's
I
different. I
think
love seeing the girls in a more humorous way. It makes us more
yeah.
relatable. It's like, we're human. I mean, it's fun to see, that side to us as well, and we get the opportunity to showcase it. So,
Exactly. And at the end of the live, we will be doing one segment. I think that you all must have already done. We already have seen the reels on that segment. So we will do this that segment also at the end of this live. I think that would be the favorite part of yours for this live. So we'll wait for the end.
yes, yes. Oh, so you're gonna add it to this live?
Yeah, within this live, within this
Okay,
live.
cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So we have one more question for you, and I think I have so many questions I have to choose. Yeah, I have already asked this thing. Okay, this one is quite, I think, challenging one. So the question is, what has given you a life-changing lesson? Love, time, or death?
Say that the love time or
Death.
death.
Yeah.
Death. Um, I lost my dad when I was 16, and I feel like not only did it teach me the importance of each individual
Yeah.
family member, to lose somebody at that age. I mean, my father passed at 50, and he was such a hub of unconditional love and
Hmm.
strength and support that losing him to cancer was like getting the rug pulled from underneath me. And I feel
Yeah.
like loss can be a very big teacher because it's like grief is much like with love with no place to go. And for a long
Exactly.
time, I had to process that. And I had to find the silver lining in that loss and understanding that everything happens for a reason. And sometimes God takes his best people early. I had to find a way
Yeah.
to reason with that. And he's still a guardian angel to this day. To this day. This is him. This is him right here. So, you know,
Yeah.
I feel like loss is the biggest teacher because it makes you appreciate the time you have, and it makes you understand the love you carry. So I feel like loss kind of encompasses both time and love. And even on my father's
Exactly.
gravestone, he says, love is a power greater than death. So it doesn't matter, even in passing, his love still runs through my veins. It still hovers over me. It's like I'm a part of him. So that never left. And when you think about it, even in loss, you can be an inspiration. Even in not no longer being around, your love can leave such a lasting footprint on someone. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for him, in the sense that he is actually who inspired me to do the pageants. He
Exactly.
inspired me to do it. Even in passing, somebody had come up to my mom and said, "You know what, Debbie? Your husband,
Yeah.
when he was alive, he would come in here and boast about his daughters and say, one day one of them is going to be Miss Curacao." I was probably 4 years old, but it took that lady to tell my mom for me to be like, that was a dream of his. Oh, I'm going to do it. And as I participated, I realized it was a joint dream. And that just goes to show that you can be gone, but the footprint, the love, the inspiration you leave behind can move mountains. I joined
Exactly.
pageants because of him. Loss is what taught me a lot. It's like it teaches you to appreciate people while they're still here. And I would give anything to just sit with him, have a drink, and have a chat. I would give
Yeah.
anything to have that with my dad again. So, no, I feel loss is the biggest teacher, without a doubt. Without a doubt. So hug your mom, hug your daddy, hug your kiddos while you still can.
Yeah.
Tell your friend you love them, okay? While you still
And I
can.
have to say this thing. I have to say this thing that whenever at the finals of Miss Supranational, if you will be having the crown of Supranational on your head, when Andrea will be, crowning you as the next Miss Supranational, so surely there's gonna be one more hand of your dad on your head while the final crowning. I bet. I bet.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I'm telling you. I hope he will come. He will be there in spirit. I know he will be there in spirit. I know that for a fact. I know that
Exactly.
for a fact. If I have that honor, I know he will show up and show out. He'll make a light flicker or
Yeah.
two. He'll make a light flicker or two.
And I think I can relate to you very well because as you said that it was, your family's dream to be in pageants. So I still remember this thing that when Rohit Khandelwal won Mr. World for India in 2016, so I was watching television and my mom said me this thing that I want you to see in his place in coming years. So at the time, I did not even have an idea, what pageants are. I was just watching because I just saw Rohit Khandelwal on Instagram. So I was just like, okay, let's watch this news channel. He has won Mr. World for India. So I was like, okay, let's do it.
See that? It's
Uh,
amazing. It's like you could plant a seed in someone, and that seed
yeah,
can grow and leave such a mark. That is definitely.
exactly. And the question that I asked you that what superpower you can have. So if I'm supposed to answer this thing because I also lost my maternal grandfather in 2019. So I think I was very close to him. And if I'm supposed to answer this thing that what superpower you would have, so I would have the superpower to reverse deaths. I know it sounds quite illogical. I think it's impossible because one who has come in this world, or he or she has to go. But I think I would reverse deaths because I can't see separation of loved ones. Like I literally can't see this thing. Even if I'm watching a video of separation of loved ones, I literally cry the most. So I can't see this
Can
thing.
you imagine if, like, let's just imagine, I know it might seem a little illogical, but can you imagine a world where nobody passes? Can you imagine overpopulation?
I mean,
Everybody
yeah, I know it
self-owned,
sounds quite
everybody's
illogical.
immortal. Oh my goodness. No, I feel
Yeah,
like
I
the
mean,
cycle
like,
of life, like, yeah, but you know what? Death is an illusion. The spirit lives on forever. Like, when you really think
exactly.
about it, the spirit, the essence of a soul lives on forever. And, you know, I don't know if you believe in reincarnation, but
I do
I
believe.
do. So it's
Yeah,
just an illusion.
yeah. So let's hope for the best. I mean, like, I think your father's support is surely going to be there as a national, and I think the blessings of parents are the strongest thing, and nothing can hold you back if you have the blessings with you. Nothing.
I believe that full force, full force.
Yeah, yeah. So we have one last question, and I think two last questions. So I'm going to ask the second last question first. Uh, The thing is that, as you must be doing this thing, that pageants are also a subject to harsh criticism. If you are a female or male, you will be having criticism. You will be getting trolled on online or cyberbullying, and we can say that. So, despite knowing the fact that you're going to have criticism, why did you join pageants? Of course, you have already said this thing, but the fact is that you must be knowing this thing that you will be having criticism for sure, and I think you must have received criticism because it's a daily thing we all face. So, of course, why did you join Miss Supranational? I mean, it's a very big pageant.
Why I would join pageantry despite maybe
Knowing
cyberbullying
the,
or heavy
yeah,
criticism that I could be subject to. To be honest,
exactly.
when you think about it, I feel actually sad for people who take the time to try to tear another person down. With
Yeah,
time, you grow the backbone not to care about comments that don't add value to you, what you're trying to do. And when you think about it, your purpose should outweigh the negativity of others.
yeah,
Anything you do, people are entitled to their opinion. People are entitled to, criticizing your work. But why should that stop you from doing something that you feel wholeheartedly you're meant to do? Don't give them that power.
exactly.
God is who judges you at the end of the day. So why would you give it on to an individual who hides behind a fake account? Like, I don't know. And you know what?
Exactly.
That's not something you can just tell somebody, hey, you need to be strong. Hey, you need to be confident. No, it comes with time. It really comes with
Yeah,
time. Being that secure in yourself, it takes time. You can't rush it, but at the end of the day, just be like, hey, are you okay? Do you want a hug? Like if someone shows you
yeah,
hate, just be like, are you okay though? Do you need a hug? Can I extend some kindness to soften you out? Because what made you wake up and want to spread hate? I don't get it.
yeah,
But hey, I feel like my purpose in moving through this industry is far greater than worrying about what someone has to say. Yeah, my hair is out of place. Okay, my lash looking funny. All right. Maybe you don't like my earrings or the dress I wore today, but hey, the show must go on. So it's like
the
I
show
try to
must go
see,
on.
I do that. I really do.
Yeah,
And but I do filter constructive criticism though. If someone genuinely says, "Hey, Miss Curacao, this is out of line," or "You could have done this better," I definitely soak it in. So everyone's opinion is welcome. But if it's
yeah,
hate, I sift through it and I look for the constructive criticism. I will eat up constructive criticism all day. But the little
exactly.
bitterness, I will extend a hug instead. So,
Exactly. And how do I deal with trollers? So my friends say this thing that I'm very outspoken. I'm very, very, very outspoken and very real for this world. So like I can't hold my emotions back. If I have to say something, I will say that thing. Doesn't matter who is standing in front of me. I mean, like I don't see the designation. I just say what I have to say.
it's like
So I always say this thing.
wham.
Yeah, I'm like my friends say this thing that if you're having an argument because I am a national level debater in my school, so I can argue very well. So my friends say this thing that if you are arguing with someone, it seems like that you are gonna eat that person raw without any salt and spices.
Yes, I mean, there's a thing in Dutch we say actie reactie. So it's like cause and effect. You poke a bear, it might
Yeah,
growl. It is what it is.
exactly.
It
Yeah.
is what it is.
But we have to deal with the flow of life, and we should not care about the tollers because they don't have their life. They are unemployed peeps.
No, I think they're the people who need the most love. You know,
I mean,
what is
like,
say hurt people,
I
hurt
have seen,
people, hurt people, hurt people. Those are the ones who need a hug. Those are the ones who need to be like, hey, are you
yeah,
okay? Are
yeah.
you
And I have
okay?
seen so many people, when I started this page, so one of the, I think that must be a fake account. I know, I don't know. So that person said something to my teammate. She's a girl. So I think it was about her body structure and she cried literally. I think she cried very badly and we had to console her on video call for 2 or 3 hours. I mean, like, 2 or 3 hours, a long video call, WhatsApp call. So I think from there on, I realized this thing that, of course, we should give love to people. But again, if they are hurting someone, and of course, if someone will hurt my people, I will make sure that I'm getting that feeling back to that person.
If there's anything that I can encourage those who
Yeah,
put themselves out there, if you can't handle the negativity, and
yeah,
if people need to understand themselves too, right? If you're the kind of person
exactly.
that that those things really do land on you, I highly encourage not to read the comment section while you're out there and
Yeah,
representing
I
your
think, yeah,
country, because I know what it's like to be up there and then you see a comment and it could ruin your whole day. And it's like, no, 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 no,
yeah,
don't read it. If you're the kind of person that a comment like that could like put you down, or put you in like lower vibration or make you sad and question yourself, and it's like, don't do it. Don't read it. It's like, go about your day, post your beautiful picture, and don't read the comment section until
and
after the
flaunt
fact.
your natural beauty.
I'm like, don't do it, sis. Don't do it. Don't read that. Don't read that. It'll dampen your day
Yeah,
unnecessarily. Okay. That's one piece of
exactly,
advice I could
exactly.
give them. If you know yourself and you know it'll
Yeah.
upset you, don't read it. Don't read it.
I mean, I think that's what we should learn, and we all should learn. And of course, personally, I will be learning this thing for sure. So yeah, we have reached to the last question, and I think that's the very important question for all of you. Why should you win Miss International?
I feel like I align with Miss
Yeah,
Supranational's mission and vision to aspire to inspire. I do definitely want to inspire, millions of people if granted the opportunity. And I feel that, as an ambassador for Miss Supranational, my goodness, it would be a privilege. I would not take it for granted. I would work hard every single day. I know they're looking for a woman who's empathetic, who can connect with people, who has that level of flexibility and endurance and adaptability to travel, deal with heavy schedules. I feel like I would be an amazing fit. I would not take that for granted. I feel I align with their mission, and that's important. When you have a team, you want a player who understands your
it's
mission or goal. You can't have an individual goal that is not aligned with the ultimate goal of the team. That would be a mismatch. It's saying, well, I want to bake purple cakes and they want to bake pink ones. There's a mismatch. So I feel in that department, we see the same thing. And I love that. I love that. That's why I feel I can definitely. If I don't believe it, who will, right? So
exactly, exactly. And while you were saying your answer, I could manifest a crown on your head. I was just imagining, Andrea just standing next to you. She is giving you the shout of Miss International, and you're just having the crown of yours.
swap. Now I'm getting extra excited. That's so nice.
Yeah, and if you win the Supernationals, I will surely, 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 take these clips when I was saying to you that, if you win Miss International, so I can post that thing also, that I had the chance to interview the reigning Miss Supernational.
Oh my goodness, listen. Are you manifesting it for me? Speak it into existence.
I mean,
You keep
but
saying
I'm kind
it,
of
I'm just like,
person.
okay, I love hearing it. Yes, yes.
I'm a
Keep
kind
going.
of person, if I see any candidate who has potentials, to be the next Miss National and to be the winner of the competition, I say it loudly. I say it loudly. At Miss World also, Miss World, I had the, chance to interview so many queens. So I interviewed Miss Thailand, Miss Finland. So I saw, and Miss Botswana also. So I saw these qualities, the qualities that you're having in all three of them. And Miss Botswana ended up as in top five or top three, I would say.
Wow.
So she went that far in the competition, Miss World. So I always say it loudly if I see potentials in
You have a
candidates.
good
I think
eye,
that kind of
sir.
person I am.
I'm like, you have a good eye, sir. I'm just playing. No, but it's nice. It's nice that you can see that. Have you been
Yeah.
a judge for a pageant?
Uh, no, I mean, because I was into so many virtual pageants during the lockdown. So I won so many virtual pageants. I was the runner-up so multiple times. I mean, first runner-up, second runner-up.
Yeah.
So I had the chance to judge the virtual pageants to see
Okay.
the
I think
contestants, like while we
you
all were
judge a
in
real
lockdown.
pageant too. Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
nice.
firstly, I want to participate in the real pageants. And if I win, then of
In that
course, who
order.
knows? Yeah, so I don't let's hope for the best, and I think we don't know what destiny has to offer, but everything is coming good and strongly for us.
Cool. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Someone asked if there is a voice filter. I don't know. Is there such a thing?
No, actually, what happens when usually we have Instagram Live, so automatically after a certain point of time, our voice sounds like quite heavy. I mean, like this. We are like this. I mean, like kind of
And I
this.
already have a pretty deep voice.
Sorry.
I said my voice voice is kind of deep to begin with, so I can't imagine what it
Yeah,
sounds like. I'm hearing you guys different.
it's yeah.
Wonder what I sound. Well, I guess I'll see in the playback, right?
I think that's just the Instagram bug, so no need to worry about it.
Oh,
So
changing
we
my
are done with
face
the
now, my
questions from our
voice.
side.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's not our fault. No, it's not our fault. It's just the Instagram bug that happens these days. Yeah.
nice.
So we are done with our sides from all the questions. Before we end this live, we want to do one last segment, as I said you earlier. So what I'm going to do right now, you have to just imagine that you are in the top two of Miss Supranational finals. You have reached top two, and you are holding hands with one of the girls out there. Whosoever it's going to be, we don't know, but you are there in top two. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to say Miss Supranational 2024 is Curacao, and you have to give your winning reaction.
This is good practice. This is good practice because we actually have that as an assignment for the video.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Okay, so are you going are you gonna do it? Am I holding
And
your hands?
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna announce it. We can hold hands as of now. I'm gonna
Okay.
announce this, like Mr. National Curacao, Mr. National is Curacao, and then you have to give the winning reaction so that we can capture it and post it.
I
Yeah.
I hope I don't have an ugly crying face. Let's go.
So let's hold hands because there is no other girl. Let's hold hands and simultaneously I'll be
I'm
announcing the results.
holding your hands through the screen. Give me a minute. Okay.
Should I like this?
Yeah. I will close my eyes. I will literally close my eyes because I know my heart's gonna
All
beat
right,
through
all
my
right, all right,
Okay.
all right. So let's do this. Miss Supranational 2024 is Curacao.
I'll be like, oh my God. I would cry, I would wave, I would be jumping through the crowd. I'd probably crowd surf. Okay. Have you seen a crowd surfing queen?
I mean, like, it would be fantastic to see the reaction of yours live if you win Miss International. Let me pass on the
Try not
crown
to
to you.
cry.
Let me pass on the crown to you. Though I'm not angry, but let me pass on the crown to you. I'm not having crown right now, so just like this.
I'm gonna bow down right here where you can get my head and you put it you put it right on there.
Yeah.
Listen.
So it's not falling out there.
First, I would do a little backflip in the middle of the Caribbean. You'll have to go on Google Earth and see the island upside down. That's what would happen. Listen.
And I have to say this thing because when I was at Miss World, I saw a bunch of Caribbean peoples at the final location. And whenever, a Caribbean country was being called in the top 40 or top 12, I mean, we could hear this thing that they are shouting the loudest. They were cheering the
They are
loudest.
the warmest people you
Yeah,
will ever meet. They're
exactly.
like a home cooked meal. They're like soul food. Caribbean people are very
Exactly.
warm, very, very warm, and they do everything with love. So, yeah, I can only imagine. They scream the loudest because we are very, like, we love our country. We absolutely
And
do.
yeah, and you won't believe I made so many Caribbean friends after Miss World
Yeah,
from the venue.
look at that. No, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely. Lifelong friends, for sure.
exactly. So we are done from our side, and I mean, like, thank you so much for accepting the invitation of this live. It was an honor. It was, and let me tell you this thing, it is our longest live ever.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's 11:58 over here. An hour just went. You
Yeah,
see that?
it's 9:28 p.m. in India. So I think it's our longest live, and we won't be taking much time of yours again. So thank you so much for this
This
live,
live has
and all the best,
been
Mr. International.
thank you. It's been an honor getting this step by step so that I don't get it wrong, so that we have this recorded and posted. It's been an
So thank you
absolute
so much
pleasure.
for this live.
Thank you. Can you
Thank you so
am I
much.
saying your name right? Himanshu?
Exactly, Himanshu.
Okay. Because I don't want to butcher anybody's name. Himanshu, it's been an absolute delight speaking to you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for taking the time of your Sunday to interview me. And it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you to everybody who's in here. Thank you for everybody who waved. I wish I waved back to everybody. I'm going to do a few quick right now. And yes, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Relax. Have a good day. And I'll see
Same
you
this
next
side.
time. All right.
Bye bye. All the best, Mr. International. Thank you so
Thank
much.